Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report. Jada Parker, Miss Parker, is back in action. She takes on Nakia Lyons. Jada Parker make her comeback, become NXT Women's Champion one day. We'll see coming up. Also, too, the NXT Championship qualifying ladder match continues. The dangerous Keanu Carter is in action. He takes on the veteran Andrew Chase in the championship qualifying match, as well as Miles Bourne goes one-on-one against Dion Lennox, leader of Dark State, in the NXT qualifying match. And the Evolved champion Jackson Drake will take on Joe Henry in the high stakes qualifying match. I don't believe how that went down. Well, as Dark State defending the tag team titles against Tim, I guess. And see that we'll see there's a lot coming up, or a lot of changes going on. The NXT Ring Report started right here, right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the NXT Ring Report. I'm your host, as always, Kendrick Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the NXT Ring Report. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribers can't tell me off. Just subscribe. But all right, let's get to this right here, right now. We kick off NXT. We kick off NXT with a backstage assault. We want to show you Ava walked in seeing Joe Henry getting hurt. And it was none other than you know who. Jackson, what's his name is? Jackson Drake and his goons attacking Joe Henry. Joe Henry wasn't able to compete. They're trying to show sympathy with Joe Henry. Joe Henry taking that hit. Don't know what's going on, but Joe Henry was unable to compete. Watch, let's see how that's going to go as well. Well, it's this right here. Ava was on the phone with somebody. We don't know who she was on the phone with. This person might be giving the higher power or something. Who knows? Giving her you know what. So Ava kind of stay tuned to what's gonna go down, but like I said, these are moving parts as we go. So we move on to this right here. Looks like Over the Mill got pinned. The Over the Mill got pinned tonight by Dark State. What's going on with that? Well, we see Over the Mill got pinned tonight. We see a lot of moving parts, to be honest. Even Miles Bourne was in action. Miles Bourne didn't get to advance. Bourne lost to Dion Lennox due to the help of Miles Bourne losing. So all that tonight, a lot of moving parts tonight. Just wasn't enough going on tonight on NXT. I can tell you that right now. You see Miles Bourne lost. He lost. And you see that Ethan Page trying to get Miles Bourne here. Miles Bourne wasn't having that. You saw that. Even to the point that Ethan Page and Ricky Saints don't like each other. Pull up each other. They used to be on NXT. But you see how that went down. Well, so there's a lot of moving parts. I'll tell you that right now. They were once enemies, now they're the best of friends. What's going on with that? So you see how that's gonna go. As well as this right here, Ash by Elegance. The Elegance brand showed up, waiting to see who they're gonna meet. We know that the Elegance brand will meet Zarya in Solo next week. So that's going to be a match for itself. We'll see coming up next week. As the Elegance brand made their debut to show their face on NXT, they're going to be part of something. The Elegance brand will be a part. And we'll see them next week with Solo Roca and Zaroka in action next week. So see that. Well, we see Blake Monroe keeping her close eye on Miss Parker. Blake Monroe ain't got 2-0 to 7 Miss Parker. Jada Parker won her match tonight over you know who? Jada Parker. So you see Jada did so tonight. Um, Jada won. Jada didn't forget about all that. Well, so we'll see next week. Well, it's this right here. Another women's match. Dia Hill versus Easy Dane versus Laurel Weiss, a triple threat match for the North American Championship. That will take place next week. We'll see that match as well. So a lot of matches are really all over the place tonight. Think about it. NXT. Even to the point right here that Lexis King coming out there. Lexis King might be forming a new alliance. Lexis King won his match tonight. Lexis King um, won. So you see a lot going on with Lexis. Um, Lexis King might be joining the throne. And, Lexis King trying to get something going on. You see Stacks, Ariana Gray, Lexis, and Regal Son. A lot's going on, but I'm just gonna keep a very close eye on that as well. Well, Keanu Carter won his match over you know who, Andrew Chase, and defeated Andrew Chase. Keanu Carter advances on to the championship match. A lot of matches. We'll see. We saw how they're gonna be coming up as well. So hey, being that way. So being however. Well, we get to this right here. Speaking of Keanu Carter, there was a championship summit. Everybody was in the ring. I'm gonna show you that before we leave out. The championship summit. Well, it was a championship summit. Everybody attended the ring. We know next week there will be a ladder match. 7 men will compete for a shot at the becoming NXT champion. You see Ricky Saints, um, Sean Evans, Jackson Drake, Dion Lennox, Ken Carr, Joe Henry. Got that dude with the computer name, but it was all out there. We saw right here that Ricky Saints looked like he was shocked and appalled that Joe Henry showed up, and Joe Henry showed up. Joe Henry wanted to make a statement, and he did. Henry made the statement till Keanu Carter came and attacked both men and laid them all out. Laid out Joe Henry. So Keanu Carter, a newcomer to NXT, could be the NXT champion. He could be right where his predecessor was, Oba Femi. Man, that's quick. Oba Femi get called up. Hey, can't blame the main roster folks for trying to get him. Okay, Keanu Carter be the next Oba Femi, Trick Williams. Who knows? A specimen like that man right there could make his way through. But we'll see. All right, that ends the NXT ring report. We know next week. We know next week it's gonna be on the 7 man match, 7 man ladder match for the NXT title. These 7 men will compete. Which one of them will be the fate will win the NXT championship and carry NXT to the next era? Let's see. Plus, the TNA Knockouts Championship is online. The Arrogance brand defend the Knockouts title against Zoroka. And Zarya and Soroka do the thing, or will be some trouble at the end. Well, Tony D'Angelo said he's going to explain his actions next week. Tony D'Angelo saying that he's going to do what he needs to do. We're going to be looking to see Tony D'Angelo like why he did what he did all this whole month. Let's see. And 3 beautiful ladies compete for the NXT North American Championship in a triple threat match. Can Lola Vice win her first singles championship in NXT, or will Thea Hill gets her revenge over Izzy Dane? Has been running rough shots as of late with the NXT Women's Championship. We'll see. But we're gonna leave you with Kane Carter dominating Joe Henry and leaving Joe Henry down on the ground along with Ricky Saints. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow for the AEW Report here on the NXT Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show.